Welcome to the Blessed Mindset Matters podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Raykel Tolson, and I'm broadcasting on WYTV7 Community Broadcasters, where we educate, empower, and encourage. I hope that you have been enjoying the Blessed podcast. If you have, I need you to do me a favor and go to www.wytv7.org and hit the donate button. Your donations not only keep Blessed Mindset Matters on the air, but all the other podcasts we have that are broadcasted all over the world and are helping people, encouraging people. And y'all know here at Blessed, we are encouraging people to live their blessed lives. Um, but that's not all we do. We also feed families and we give money to send kids to college. So please go and donate before the end of the year so you can use it for your taxes for 2020, for your 2021 taxes in April. Okay, so we are at the end of the year, end of this, part of the year, and this is going to be our last broadcast for a few weeks because we're going to take a break for Christmas. And I am here by myself today. I hope it's okay that I don't have a guest, so I'm here by myself. I'm not going to do a recap of what happened in December, but I want to talk about Christmas because Christmas is my favorite time of the year. Yeah, I love Christmas. My nephew asked me, nephew Esso, who's been on the show this year, he asked me, why do you like Christmas so much? And I had to think about that. I like Christmas because Christmas to me is synonymous with love. Santa is synonymous with love. I mean, like all of that is like love, joy, and peace. Those are the things, and for me, Christmas really is every day because every day I try to live with love, joy, and peace. One of the things about Christmas, though, it seems like the majority of people are trying to live with love, joy, and peace. Everybody is leading with love at Christmas time. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people are leading with love at Christmas time. They're buying gifts, they're, making food, they're taking the time to be together. So people are really, about love, joy, and peace at Christmas time. So that's what like kind of what Christmas means to me. That's why I love Christmas so much, and I really am a person that wants to celebrate Christmas 24/7, all year round, 365 days. So I wrote a book. Y'all already know. I wrote the book. I Need a Christmas Angel. This is the copy that's not for resale. I Need a Christmas Angel. I wrote the book actually last year, but it was like at the end of the year. So I wanted to, really promote it again this year. So if you haven't read it, it's a novella, so it's a short read, and I do that for people who don't like to read a lot or people who aren't like the biggest romance fans. I have a lot of girlfriends who don't really like romance, like but I personally feel that romance is like it's something that we should all read because romance is it's about love, and to me, like it's a Christian trait. That's what God is love. So romance, like talking about love and watching people maneuver through love, and I just feel like it's just something that we all should do. So I write novellas, so it's short, so you can read it, get through it, and learn something from it. I know you're like, how you gonna love from a romance? I know that's what y'all thinking, but let me tell you, in all of my books, because I really feel like I'm not gonna hit you over the head with a message, but there's gonna be something that in any of my books, fiction or nonfiction, that you should be able to hold on to something that helps you with your life. So I'm gonna do something different today. I have never really done this. I'm gonna read a little bit from the book, and it's the main lesson I think that people could take from this book. So I'm gonna actually read a little bit from chapter 9, not the whole chapter, but a little bit. Okay, and it's from Kelly's point of view. Kelly is the heroine of the story. Kelly awoke to the smell of bacon. She yawned and stretched in the full-size bed she begged her parents to buy the summer before her freshman year in high school. This bed was far more comfortable than the pull-out couch she slept on in Chicago. Before Kelly moved to Chicago, BB became a student of the law of attraction, which meant that Kelly and Kyle were also subjected to the teachings. Kelly's favorite poster given to her by BB seemed to mock her. You get what you settle for. Her life had not worked out the way she planned. Kelly had settled for a horrible job and an uncomfortable mattress. She had even settled for a life without love. Kelly didn't think she could make Gabe or any other man fall in love with her, but she could work on getting a job as an event planner. After breakfast, Kelly said aloud to herself. BB stood at the stove, scrambling eggs in her colorful caftan and matching head wrap. Kelly thought her mother was beautiful, but she most admired BB's confidence and freedom. BB was not as tall as Kelly, but she was plus size. Kelly wished she was comfortable and confident in her body like BB. Good morning, my beautiful daughter, BB greeted Kelly when she walked into the kitchen dressed in her pajamas with her hair all over her head. Parents shouldn't lie to their children, Kelly admonished BB. I don't know what you're talking about. My daughter is beautiful, even in her satin bonnet and crust in her eyes, BP laughed. Kelly wiped the crust from her eyes and sat down at the island. BB put a plate of food in front of her. Thanks, Mama. You're welcome, BB said as she walked around to sit next to Kelly with her plate of food. Lord, thank you for the food we are about to receive. Let it nourish our bodies and our souls and keep it off our hips and thighs. Mama, something is wrong with you. Kelly shook her head before eating a slice of bacon. So, tell me about your weekend with Gabe. And don't leave anything out, BB demanded as she opened a bottle of sparkling wine. Mama, what are we celebrating? We have so much to celebrate this morning. My baby girl is home for the holidays. My baby boy is a new father to a healthy baby. My daughter in love had a safe delivery. And it's Monday. BB added the sparkling wine to the wine glasses half full, filled with orange juice. And I'm hoping we're celebrating that you and Gabe are finally getting together. BB picked up her glass and waited for Kelly to follow suit. Kelly picked up her glass. BB clinked Kelly's glass and continued, to all of God's blessings on this Monday. The two women took a sip. I'm listening. Kelly put a forkful of egg in her mouth and kept her head down. You do know I can get all the tea from Michaela when she comes over this afternoon, BB smirked. Michaela's coming over today? She'll be here every day during the holidays since she won't be going to Florida. It's a damn shame Sophia doesn't care about that child. BB shook her head and took another sip of her mimosa. Michaela asked me to help her pick a Christmas gift for her mother. Maybe we can all go shopping when she gets here. You have to go to the castle to help Gabe, said BB. Wait, when was that decided? Kelly looked shocked. You offered to help last night before we left to get Tammy, BB reminded Kelly. I meant I would help Gabe close last night. I didn't plan on obligating myself for more than that. Well, you said you needed money. Working at the bar for the holidays while Kyle stays home to help Tammy with Nicholas is a win-win situation. What other plans do you have? Kelly thought about what BB said. I guess that makes sense, as long as they're going to pay me. And this gives you and Gabe more time to... Mama, please stop, Kelly interrupted, exasperated. Gabe has never been and will never be interested in someone like me. We're friends and that's enough for me. Plus, the man has been divorced for 3 days. He needs time to heal from what that vile woman did to him. Kelly, have you read The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz? No, Kelly answered. It's a wonderful little book. The gist of it is that we should live our lives by 4 agreements. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions and always do your best. Now, I won't bore you with more details, but I will tell you to stop making assumptions about Gabe. Kelly opened her mouth to argue, but BB raised her hand and continued. Child, you don't know if Gabe is interested in you or not, and you don't know what that man needs. When you make all those assumptions, I make an ass out of you and me, Kelly finished and rolled her eyes. BB laughed and playfully hit Kelly on the leg. I'm glad you remember that childhood lesson, but no. Most assumptions are untrue, but when you believe them, you leave no room for God, miracles, or magic to happen. I'm going to end it right there because that right there, it's now if anybody out there watches Hallmark movies, y'all know that that's what usually happens in Hallmark movies. People make assumptions about something they saw or something they heard, and and we have to go through all this drama because they made those assumptions. But it happens in real life. A lot of us, it seems like it's easier for us to assume the worst, and that's why when we assume the worst, like we assume, oh, I'll use me. So, I'm a pharmacist. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, that's so hard. Some people assume that they won't do well in pharmacy school, so they don't go to be pharmacists. They may say, well, I'll be a pharmacy tech. No, nothing wrong with being a pharmacy tech. I need pharmacy techs as a pharmacist. That makes my job a lot easier when I have really good pharmacy techs. So I want people to become pharmacy techs. But there are some people who became pharmacy techs because they assumed that they weren't smart enough to be the pharmacist. And what they didn't allow for, well, they didn't believe in themselves, first of all, but they also didn't believe in God. They didn't believe that they could do all things through Christ's resurrection. They assumed that they couldn't, and they didn't allow for God to work a miracle. They didn't allow for the magic to happen. And to me, that's what I love Christmas, because Christmas is a time when a lot of people kind of believe in magic. They believe in miracles. So, if we I wrote this book because I really wanted to, for people to kind of get to stop making negative assumptions, stop believing negative assumptions. Um, there's a country song that I absolutely love. So I do like country music, but Kane Brown, he has a song called "What If," and it's such a cool song. So y'all need to go and listen to it. I'm not getting nothing from him, but go and listen to it. It's a really good song. But it's like, the female is like talking about, what if you hurt me? What if this? What if it don't go right? He like, but what if we make it? What if I'm the best one? What if I was made for you? He's like so what he basically saying, why not assume the positive, and allow, and go into it assuming the positive and allowing, God to work miracles and magic in the thing. And that's to me how Christmas, a lot of people, and then I'm using me, that's how I approach things more hopeful at Christmas time, than I do at any other time. And so I have to learn, I'm talking about me, I have to learn to approach life with that hope, with the hope that magic and miracles will happen, And of course I'm going to be prepared, but sometimes being prepared is not enough. Sometimes our strength, what we do, is not enough. Sometimes we do need the magic and miracles. Sometimes we need to be introduced to somebody who has a connection to somebody else. That's not me preparing myself. That's the magic happening and things working in line. That's how God works. He wants us to be prepared for the opportunities, but we got to stay open for the magic and the miracles to happen. And it's an amazing thing. So um, I I'm gonna say to everybody else, like I'm saying to myself, in 2022, stay open for magic and miracles to happen every day, not just at Christmas, but be on the lookout for magic and miracles every day in 2022. Prepare yourself, dream big, decide that that's what you want, and work for it, but stay open to the fact that there's still magic and miracles out there ready to happen. My little hair. What y'all think about my hair? I'm like, the little hair is in my face, and I think I put it the wrong way. Um, but I got my little red because this is my Christmas hairstyle. I hope y'all like it. And then my little Santa earrings. Anywho, I'm gonna take a quick break so we can have a commercial, and then I'll be right back. Christmas is believed to be a magical time when angels roam the earth, bringing messages of hope and good cheer. Do you need a Christmas angel? I Need a Christmas Angel, a Christmas novella from Tolson Publishing. Kelly Benson has spent the last 5 years hiding in Chicago after her crush Gabe brought a pregnant wife home. Gabe is raising his 4-year-old daughter alone after his wife of 5 years moved to Tampa with her boyfriend. Depressed and hopeless after being fired a week before Christmas, Kelly wishes for a Christmas angel to come work its magic. Can the magic of Christmas drive the loneliness away? Will a Christmas angel bring a love Kelly's way? I Need a Christmas Angel by Raykel Tolson. Order your copy today. Available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and TolsonBooks.com. And we're back. So, if you don't know right now, this book, I Need a Christmas Angel, is available at Amazon.com. It's available at BarnesandNoble.com. It's also available at Walmart.com. Now you can get it from TolsonBooks.com. Also, if you want an autographed copy, you can get it. I'm just asking you if you guys can go and get it from those other places, so it can so they can see that people want it, especially at Walmart. Because I really usually don't say go to Walmart, but go to Walmart and buy it so they can say, oh, this must be a new person that people like. So go get the book. Buy the book for as a gift for somebody. It's a really sweet romance. So it's good for your teenagers, your preteens that like to read. It's a really good book. I would, not just because it's mine, but it really is a good book. Go to Amazon, you'll see some of the reviews. And then once you read it, do me a favor and go to Amazon or Barnes and Nobles or Walmart, wherever you buy it, and leave a review. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I also wanted to talk about when I think about Christmas, I think about like all the Christmas songs. Y'all know I wrote a Christmas song. I Need a Christmas Angel. I'll make sure that we kind of end with that song. But my favorite Christmas song is probably "Oh Holy Night," and I wanted to talk about this song real quick because one of the things that I think that we should kind of focus on at Christmas. I know we be focused on the birth of the baby Jesus and all that stuff, but let me just go into the song. It says, "Oh holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt his worth." This right here, y'all, this is so deep. Okay, so most of the time we think about sin, right, as just being bad, doing the wrong thing, and all that stuff. But really, sin is error of thought. And so I like how they put sin in error, because really sin is error. It's our error of thoughts. Y'all know I'm all about mindset. It's not about the action so much. It is about the thought behind the action. That's the error. Um, but so pining. So the world is pining, right? The for error. Like we have like this error of thought, and it's like that's what we want. So we needed the Savior to be born. Jesus needed to be born because we needed to learn how to think. That really, we needed to learn how to think. It was all about mindset. I know y'all think everything is about mindset. Jesus came so we could change our mindset. So when we say Jesus Christ, like Christ is not his last name, Jesus was Christ. And Jesus was Christ because he had Christ consciousness. He allowed Christ consciousness to be his only consciousness. We all have Christ consciousness available to us, but we like to choose our own conscience. We like to stay worldly. We don't always choose the Christ consciousness thought. We like to, like, I know me, I like to cuss. People make me mad. I don't want to think the Christ consciousness thought. I want to cuss. Yeah. Even though, I keep telling y'all, Jesus was probably cussing when he was turning over the tables, when he went to the synagogue and it was, using it as selling stuff. But I digress. I just thought it was like really interesting. So I like go back and look at the words of the songs, because sometimes I can't sing a song, even though I used to sing it all my life. But then I'm like, yeah, I don't believe that no more, so I don't really want to sing that. But oh, holy night, like, it's so crazy. So when it says till he appeared, so till Jesus appeared, right? The world was pining over over these error thoughts, right? The error in thought. But till he appeared and the soul felt his worth. Okay, so not only did the soul feel Jesus' worth, right? The soul of every man and woman felt their worth because of Jesus being born. Take that in right now. Jesus did not come to be heralded as the only person that could be like him. Like when they say God's only son, mm, mm-mm. We are all God's children. We're all God's children. Jesus came to show us how to live as God's children. He came to show us how to think as God's children. That's why I love him so much. His teachings are amazing, and his teachings are all about showing us our worth, our soul's worth, our worth. It wasn't just about him, Jesus. It was about, he came to show all of us our worth, because we are all children of God. We all have Christ consciousness available to us. Everything that Jesus did, we can do. Let me say that again. Everything that Jesus did, we can do. Jesus said that. He said that. I'm not making this up. That's not the gospel according to Raykel. Even though there's some stuff, I might have to write a book, The Gospel According to Raykel. There's some stuff that God gave to me that I haven't heard from somebody else. But Jesus, his gospel, what he stood on, his platform, if you will, it was all about him telling us that we are God's children, and that we were worthy of love, that we were not. And he didn't say you were sinners born in sin because your mama and daddy had sex and my mama didn't have sex. Jesus didn't talk about that. But that's what we focus on. Why? Baby Jesus. I love baby Jesus because I love Jesus. But why? When we focus on the miraculous virgin birth, you know what happens? What happens is we begin to believe that the stuff that Jesus did, it was because he was special. We couldn't possibly be like Jesus because we were born in sin. Think about that, y'all. Think about that. I'm not trying to negate the virgin birth. I believe in miracles. I believe that Jesus was born of the Virgin Mary. Okay, I believe that. I used to say it all the time going to church at the um, Methodist church. I believe in the virgin birth. Okay, but what I'm saying is, if focusing on the fact that Jesus was born of a virgin makes you think that Jesus was somehow different than you, more special than you, that Jesus was able to do stuff that you could not possibly do, then maybe you need to change your mindset. Maybe you don't need to focus on that. Cause let's go back. Jesus did not focus on that. He didn't go around when he was when he was, preaching to the people. He didn't go around saying, having people introduce him. Now from Nazareth, Jesus, the one born from a virgin. That's not nowhere in the Bible. He did not focus on the miraculous virgin birth. He kept telling us, look, what I do, you can do. God, you are children of God also. He never said, I'm the only begotten. I'm the only one. I'm the only one special. I'm the only one that's God's son. He ain't say that. We say that. Why do we say that? You gotta wonder who put that in our heads. Could it be that the powers that be didn't want us to focus on the fact that we have the power of God living inside of us, because maybe that would mean that we wouldn't go to the church and give all our monies to the church and and pump up the people that's come on now. You gotta think about it like that, right? Okay. I know I'm getting real deep on y'all. One of the books though in the 2022 that I do want to discuss, and I'm gonna bring some people on to discuss it with me, is The New Thought Christian by William Ward. And it's some thoughts, man. It's some things, and I just want, because I really do want people to change their mindset. And one of the mindsets, a strong fixed mindset, that I think that some people really need to, and I had to come to terms with, and change my thoughts, is some of the thoughts and mindsets that came from the church. And anything, I love God, I love Jesus, I love church. So that's, I do. But however, but comma, however, comma, but there are some things that we hold on to from the church that don't serve us, that don't serve mankind, that don't serve God. Seriously. And we got a lot of work to do, because this world, man, this world, people are hurting. People are hurting. And I really believe that the the true error in thinking in this world is to think that we are separate from God. That when you feel separate from God, you're separated from your power. You're separated from your love. You're separated from your joy. You're separated from your peace. All these things are needed. But when you feel separate from God, though, you're separate from those things. And that's why I'm wondering, like, Christmas time, why I love Christmas so much, because I don't know, for some reason, because we're focused on the birth of Jesus, right? And we're focused on God. And we're, the love and all of that, we have this like focus, and we are also focused on miracles and magic. We start believing that things can happen for us. And I'm just wondering if we could get people to think like that all the time, 365 days, and to really be focused on love, joy, peace. I think, yeah. So 2022, I'm really going to focus a lot on that. I'm going to invite people who will help me talk about that. Love, joy, peace, miracles, and the fact that we are one with God. that we are powerful, that we are powerful, and that we are just like Jesus, that we are just like Jesus. So until, not even next week, so until 2022, you guys be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. Have a wonderful holiday season. Love on people, be filled with joy, and make sure your home stay peaceful. And remember that the power is available, and there are the magic and the miracles are available to us all. Until next year, guys, be blessed.